So, tonight being the last night, I just want to do um one more question for us, which looks a bit intermediate, right? Can you see my screen?
Yes.
So this we've done all of this relational database concept, retrieving data with select statement, aggregate function, null and date function, string manipulation, joining tables, subqueries. So being the last night, I just want to do one more mini project that talks about customer segmentation, right? Um, that talks about customer segmentation. Can you see my screen? Can you see my what do you call it now? SQL server, right?
Yes.
Okay. So this now the question says categorize your customers to know their purchasing power. Categorize your customer to know their purchasing power, right? To know their purchasing power. To know their purchasing power. So based on, well, when I say purchasing power, one may want to use what do you call it now? Revenue, sales revenue. Is that okay? One will not use sales revenue. Then now say for more, then use demographics like age, yearly income, and country, something like that. Then for more insight, they ask to display fields like for more insight, display, let me just copy this one. Let me cut this one. Control, copy. So for more insight, display fields like columns, columns like title, yearly income, first name and last name. Then we also have create, let me just say create instead of using also. Create a customer segmentation using gender, age, and marital status, right? That's a simple question that we want to do. So let's start because of our time. And I hope we'll be able to explain it in 45 minutes. So categorize customers to know their purchasing power in terms of revenue. When I say categorize customer, I know that, okay, that means I will need it. I'm using AdventureWorks with DW. That is AdventureWorks Data Warehouse, right? That's what I am using. And since I've heard the word customers, that means my mind, my thoughts will think towards customer table. And this is customer table, dim customer, right? Dim customer. So let me just drag that out. That means I know I will need the dim customer table, right? That's number one. Purchasing power. Purchasing power in terms of revenue. You can't say customer table just contain details of customer. Revenue will have to come from sales table, which is fact internet sales. We've established that, but let's just leave that alone first, right? So use demographics like age, yearly income, then country. Now, age. If somebody were to ask you, how old are you now? And you say you are 20. How did you get that 20? That means you deducted the day you were born from today's date, right? That will give you your age. So where do you get the birth date from? The birth date column. I'll say, okay, I can get the birthday column from this dim customer table, right? So I know I will need birth date column to get age, right? Age, we've done that here before. Age is today's date minus birth date. That one will sort out age for you. I also know that I'll need yearly income. I see yearly income. This is yearly income, right? So I know the yearly income, there's yearly income here. This is a table, dim customer. So in front of it are the columns that I will need, right? Age, what will give me age? Birth date, yearly income. Country is not listed in the customer column. So I will say country. I'll say, okay, let me say if there's anything like sales territory, that will give me country, right? Okay, I say, okay, from the dim sales territory table, because for you to get country, it's not inside that customer table. You have to go to sales territory, the territory where the sales happen. So, okay, and I say, okay, I think there's country here. So I'll say, okay, from sales sell to table, I'll need a country, right? I'm solving it bit by bit, right? So, but they said this one now says create a customer segmentation using gender, age, and marital status. I can actually combine it with this one. So that means I need to know the age. That means I will need the gender also. Where is the gender? Gender, remember, for sales, for revenue, we go to fact internet sales table. I don't want to do that now. So let me just keep that. For country, we go to sales territory. Whichever data that you want to use, you need to understand the data. For customer, everything about customer, we go to dim customer table. So I will also need for marital status. Marital status is in customer table. I'll bring that one to out. I'll need that one, marital status, which is here. They said I should create a customer segmentation. So in my head, I was like, if I need to create a customer segmentation, I can say, okay, it is now left to you to think of how to do it. I can say, if I use age to create customer segmentation, I can say those between age 18 and 30, I will give them youth. I will attribute youth to them. Those between age 31 and 45, it depends on you what you want to do. But in the real world, I'm just using it as an example. Those in age 31 to 45, right? And say they are young adults. From 46 to 50, I'll say they are adults. And from 51 and above, I'll say they are elder. That's what I want to do. For gender and marital status, I will say, okay, customer segmentation. Let's understand who are the bachelor, who are the spinsters, then who are the married. So I can say for everybody that is a male, that is gender, and that is single, I'll call that person bachelor. Every person that it's a female, at the same time, single in marital status, I'll call that person spinster, right? It's been a while I heard that word anyway. That's a joke. Then anybody that is a male or female, that the marital status states that is married, then I will say that person is what? Married. There's no more spinster or bachelor. But you need to understand that table. So can I say, let me just see how that table looks like. Select the customer table. Top. We've done all of this anyway. So let me just shoot up. Top 50. If you are dealing with health data, what you'll be doing may be different, but you are still going to be using the normal SQL, whatever, right? Health data is different from sales data. Sales data is different from games data. Games data is different from HR data. So, wow, okay. I didn't change the database. So I'm saying top 50 instead of extracting everything so I can see the table, right? And if you check the title column, because we will need title too, title column. Can you see? We will need title column. Now, that title column, I want to change it myself to either it is single or married or bachelor. That is what me, I want to call their title. Because title should be Mr. or Mrs. But I want to call it um, um, married, um, spinster, or bachelor. That is what me I want to call it. I don't want to call Mr. or Mrs. or Miss. You can decide to call it like that, but that is I want to change to what I just mentioned. So you can see that all their title column, there's nothing there, is null. So let's start with that. Any questions so far? Do you understand the bits I've done? Let me put in notes on top of it. Query,
Yes, yes.
okay. Query. Sorry, I'm not fast with typing. First 50 rows in the customer table. So everything I do, I'll write it at the top. Right? So I've done that. So what I wrote here is what I did here. So let me put this one so that you understand when solution. Then this one I'll say gathering information or fields. What's that? What am I doing? Gathering fields. So let me now say, let me just do it like this. So from the customer table, say select what? Let me say I will need customer key. Let's just say customer key, right? Comma. I will now say case. We've done case when, right? Case, right? We've done case when. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. When title is no. Because that title, everything is no. All I want to say is spinster, bachelor or married, whatever. Don't say title equal to no. That is a big L. Null is not a string. Null is not a value. We've said that, we've established that several times. So when title is null, right? When title is null, um, and what? Gender and gender equals to what? Let me put space so that it will be able to accommodate. Gender is equal to male. Because if you check gender here, can you see? It's M or F. So it wasn't written in full. So if title is null and gender is M, and at the same time, And at the same time, what's marital status? Can you say marital status? Marital status that we have is M and S. That means married or single. So if title is no, gender is M, and marital status is single, then give it what? Did that mean this person is a bachelor, right? Hello.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, this person is a bachelor. I'll be a bit fast, but I don't want to delay us. This person is a bachelor, right? Then copied it. We've done case when, so it's just a matter of going back to that case when, yeah. When that is an agenda is called to what? F. That was it. If it's written as F M female full in the table, write it in full. But inside that table, it is written as F or M. And marital status is that means this one is a what? Spinster, right?
Yeah.
How do you spell spinster?
SPINSTER.
You can see that after I've indicated it, every other thing apart from this one should be married. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes.
So instead of me
Yes.
doing when
Yes.
again,
And we do then.
Then.
now say else. No, else
Yes.
married because every other thing is married. I don't need to say M or F again. Do you understand? Anyone apart from that one, if you check well, should be married. All right? And I say end as what? What should we give the name of this column? Ah, should we say it's title? Let me just say title. I don't know what to give it, but let me just say title. TITLA. So all of this make it as what? Title. That means title is the column name to all of this. So I think I'll still have to select that is that. Is that okay? That one is done. So we've done the categorization by gender, age, and marital status. So let's do age, right? Let's do age. Now, if I want to calculate age, who can tell me in a minute which function to use? So I've done two columns. What do I use?
Date diff and get date.
Dative. Okay. That means, what do I want to know? Yeah. Yeah. Then I'll say birth date. That means I want to subtract birth date.
And then get date.
Birth date, that means from today's date. Open and close without anything, then close it. No, this is age, right? This is age. But I want to say if they are 18 to this, give them this. So I want to categorize them myself to do the customer, to create the customer segmentation. I've done it using gender and marital status. I want to do it using age, right? So this as a whole is age. Yes or no?
Yes.
Age. So let me bring it down. I say case. I just want to do that so that I will explain. Case when what? When age. This is age. Can you see?
Yeah.
When age between what? Oh, what's that? What am I? When age between what? Between 18 and 30. Right? Then give them what? youth, ascribe
Youth.
youth to them, right? So let me just copy and paste because of our time. To C, to V, to V. So when age is now between what? 31 and 45. You can do your whatever, but in the real life, I'm just using the real life stuff. I'll say this one, they are what? Young adults. Young adults, sorry, not young. Young adults, right?
Mm.
Then for those who are 46 to what? To 50. No, 46 to, let me say 55. I'll try them as adults. I'm just using my own this thing now. Then, no, but I think let me reduce this one from 31 to 40, young adult. Then 41 to 50, adults. Then every other person apart from there, instead of creating case when again, I'll just say else. Else, give that person what? The person elder.
Senior citizen.
Senior.
Elder. Elder.
Senior citizen.
No, I don't want to say I'll call that person elder. Yeah. End. End as what? Age. What do you call it now? What do you name this column? What should we name?
Age group.
Age group.
Age group.
Thank you. Age underscore group. Now, so I've done that one too. So let me just bring every other thing. First name, last name, yearly income. Let me just, so this is a column, this is a column, this is a column. So the next column, let me do that one because of our time. Sorry. Go to the next line. First name. Let me bring out all the columns I need. First name, I will arrange them later. Last name, yearly income. Then let's also add one to it. What is their level of education? That is English education. That's the meaning of that column, English education, the level of education. If you check it here, that is English education. So let me now arrange them. First name, comma, last name, comma, yearly income. I said that I want them to understand, so yearly income, I will say as what? No, not yearly. English education, I will say as degree type. Now let me just put it together. Degree type, right? I think I'm satisfied with all of this. From where? We've not done revenue, because revenue is in another whatever. So from where? Customer table, right? Any question before we go? So if you run this, so you can see a customer, what is the title, as in married or single, the age group, the first name, the last name, the yearly income, the degree type. Any question? So let us put revenue. Now, but before we put revenue is another table. Before we put revenue, I want to put all of this into another table. So before the from clause, I will say put all of this. Can you see? Can you see what I highlighted? All of those things. Yeah. Put it. There's a function called into. Put it into another table. Call that table customer segmentation. Or customer, yeah, segmentation. Now, so if you run this table to tell you successful, because it's putting all those columns we manipulated and that we extracted and manipulated. It's putting them inside another table called customer segmentation, right? So if you refresh your table, so if you refresh your database, this database that we are running the query in, right? I don't know what to be used. So if you refresh it and expand the tables, can you see customer segmentation in blue?
Yeah.
Yes, we can see.
So if you expand it, columns, can you see customer key,
Wow.
title, age group, like that. Yeah. But I
Is
don't
it, sorry, is it like a create function? Is it
mean
related? There's a create function. When you create a table, you create
that's
data and
yeah.
is it
That is
is
when
it the same thing?
you want to create a table. But
Okay, this is different.
I am creating I'm creating a table, but I'm creating that table, putting all this from
Based on the project.
I'm creating another table from all the columns I extracted from a different table. I'm putting it into a different table. Create is you are creating a table fresh table, right? For yourself. Maybe you are the administrator, database admin. For this one, there's a table already. So I am just forming another table from existing table. So I am forming a table called customer segmentation from existing. So I'm saying put all of this into a table. I name the table customer segmentation. But note that all of this is from dim customer. So you run the query together. But I'm first putting it in. So you don't put the from call before the into, because I'm putting all of this into this first before I now put the from clause. You put the from clause before the into, it will not work. So if you want to query all the table now, you want to see what is in the table, just like the way you used to do, select. I'm watching at time. Select all from where? Customer, just drag it. Then you see the content. So the content you are seeing is the content that this team is giving us. That's the content you are seeing. Am I communicating? So we'll say query.
Yes, yeah.
We are almost done, no, but not, yeah, query the newly. It's simple. It's just by the time you get to it, the newly,
So it's like a sub table from the dim customer.
yeah. But I don't like, on a good day, you may not have access to create this in your place of work. They would have blocked because they won't want you to alter the database. Database, they are names of people, the information
Okay.
of people. So they won't want you to alter it. So in that case, let me drop the table first. Let me delete that table. I don't want to alter the structure of the database that I have. So let me delete the table. So I'll say delete. So I'll say for delete that, I'll just say drop. If I'm still going to use it, I'll just say what? Drop. Drop what? Table. What's the name of the table? Customer segmentation. Can you see? So if you execute it to tell you successful. So if you refresh this guy back, and you expand the tables, what's that? It shouldn't be there again. Let me do the refresh again. Okay, it's DW that I need to refresh, not that one. So if you expand DW, which is where we created the table, can you see customer segmentation again? It's gone. But we still need it. So the best way to do it is to make it temporal. And to make it temporal, put this hash sign. So by the time you run this table, I want to make it temporal. Can you see? It says successful. So if you refresh DW, can you see customer segmentation? No. I'm trying to expand it. Can you see it? It's not there. Why? Because I've made it temporal by using this sign. So that temporal means if I close this SQL server, it is gone. If you need it again, you have to run it again. You have to rerun it again. But now, because I've not closed it, it's live. So if I want to select now, I will say select all from it exists as long as you are running this SQL server. Select all from hash dot. You can put this whatever. You can remove it. It's not a must. Select all from this to get it. But it is temporal so that it won't be created in the database. Do you understand what I'm doing? So this is now the temporary table that I've created that contains all of this information, which is what we are seeing in the result. Any question?
Is this table what we would now use when it comes to joining to the
Yes,
revenue table?
revenue table. So to get okay, to get
Revenue.
revenue,
Revenue.
which I've to get revenue. So let me just now remember we have created a temporary table. Now get the revenue. Right? Now by joining, you're making me look like a teacher this evening. Of course, I'm a teacher anyway. By joining part internet sales table to what? This guy. You must copy the hash sign with it. Does that make sense? Table. So quickly, what are the columns you have from this guy table? We have all of this. Let me just copy the few ones first. We have all of this, right? All of this instead of typing again. So I'll say Control C, select. Yeah. So it's the table has been created as the grid type already, so it's no more English education, right? Do you understand that? The grid type has been created as a column already in this table. So then I'll also pick title, then customer key. I can drag that customer key from both. Let me just copy customer key. Customer key still remains the same. No, I don't need customer key. Let's leave out customer key. Then I'll drag title. I'll drag title. So let me just drag title there, comma to title. Right? But all of these columns, they are inside, they're already inside this table, right? Customer segmentation. So because they're inside that table, customer segment, I want to represent customer segmentation with C dot C dot, because it is from that table. We've done this, yes, right? Several times. C dot C dot C dot. There's a space in there. C dot, right? Then I'll pick revenue. I'll say sum. Revenue from fact internet sales. This is fact internet sales table. Where is it? Where are you? This is it. Expand it. I want to make sure we finish on time. Expand it, expand the columns. What represents revenue, which is the sales amount, is this. By picking it from sales tables, I will say S to represent sales table, S dot, right? Close it as what? Revenue. Remember that the question also says, where did they come from? The country, which I said from the beginning. Can you remember? We are using dim sales territory table. And the column that is needed is sales territory country. Remember, we need to join them together. So where is dim sales territory? This is dim sales territory. Columns, sales territory country is what we need. So let me just copy it from there. Remember, I'm taking that one from sales territory table. Control C. Right? I'm taking it from sales territory table, comma. So paste it here from sales territory. So let me just say sales territory ST dot. Now I've picked from 3 tables. I'll now say from, let me start with this guy. What's the name? This guy. It's a table. Are we here?
Yeah.
To see.
Yes.
Yeah, here.
Which is the one that I say, right?
Sorry, I didn't share the note as promised last week. I will share it. I forgot. So I will share this SQL Server, but you can't open it if you don't have this software installed on your system. You can't open it, but I will share it tonight. I promise I'll do that tonight. From customer. So we represented
Thank you.
it to be C. You say as C, because that is the C that is here. Right? Inner join what? Fact internet sales table, which we have represented to be S as what? S based on what? The customer key. You notice that this table has customer key at the beginning, right? And our fact internet sales to ask customer key here. So we are joining them based on customer key. So we say on C dot customer key, you can drag the customer key, they're the same customer key, equals to S dot customer key, right? Now, this one, sales territory, where did it come from? Let's say this one as country. I'm a bit rushy now. Inner join. What are we now joining? Where this sales territory come from, which is dim sales territory. Inner join dim sales territory, which we have said let ST represent, right?
Mhm.
We say as what? ST. On what? If you check dim sales territory, it has sales territory key as a primary key. If you go to the sales column, sales table, it also has sales territory key. Can you see? Here is a foreign key, FK. Here in blue is the primary key. So on what? On the fact that this guy, which is S, you can take anyone for so far they have the same thing. S dot sales territory key. Doesn't matter where you pick the sales territory key from. Equals to what? You can tell me equals to what?
ST.
Thank you. ST dot
Sales territory key.
sales territory key. But this query will not run like this. If you run it,
Okay.
it will okay, there's title after title there should be a comma. If you run this query, it will
Yeah,
give you
aggregate function.
yeah. So what do we need to do to that?
Aggregate function.
I
Think
know that I
group
get
by.
function group by. Thank you. And how did I get function? If you run it now, it will tell you error. Why? Because all of this, including country, doesn't have aggregate function. So you have to go by all of that, right? So let me just copy all of this instead of typing again. Control C. So I'll do the group by so that it will be like group by, group by this. Then there's still one thing that is left. Country, sales. You can't use alias. You know, I said that to use in the group by. It will not work. Why am I pressing the right? We are done anyway. So I will send this note to now. Immediately we finish. I will send immediately because it's available. Right? So when you say group by, it will first group by this age group first. Then it will follow that sequence like that. So let's say you want to see the one that has higher revenue first. You say order by what? You can order by an alias, order by revenue. This revenue. Want to see. Order by what? Revenue in a descending way. So if you run this query, I think it should work now. I think that's the end of this class. I think it should work now. I think so. It's a lot of queries, a lot of rows, number of rows. So
While we are waiting, can I please just ask this question? So you know from the
very-
select query, can
yeah,
you hear me?
yeah, I can hear
Okay,
you.
from the select query, if we had customer key as one of the column there, would it work?
It will work, but
So
I don't,
before,
it will work. Yeah. I don't just want to add it,
okay,
but I
I
don't
added
need
it
it.
to my query and it wasn't working until I removed it. So I was just wondering.
If you add it, you have to add it to the group by also.
I did, and it comes up with that Wally red line. But when I remove it,
Because
the rest work. But when I had it wasn't working. It's okay, I'll
that, that
check
means that means
again.
there's something you are not you're trying you're
Mm.
getting up with it. Yeah. Okay, you are writing the query as I'm writing it.
No, 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 not on this one, but on that project that you sent on Thursday.
Okay.
I was
Why
trying,
is it
yeah.
not? It's slow, yeah, but it will execute. So you can actually copy the results, take to Power BI, and do a proper visualization to understand your customers. Can you see? We have 18,484 rows. 18,484 rows. So you can see this age group. Can you see? Elder, first name. On a good day, normally, they will not give you access to PII, personal identifiable information. They are confidential. First name, security numbers, um, PIN code. You won't see there's hardly for one thing, there's hardly any data that you'll be running as a data analyst that you see first name and last name that they won't it would have been I don't,
Okay.
how do I put it now? It won't be part of the data. Some people else can see it, but not you, except
Oh,
otherwise,
please.
which I doubt. But here is here because it's a demo data. So you can see the age, category. So you can say copy, right click, copy with headers, go to Excel. Where is Excel now? Excel.
You quote one row now, this number. Where did you get it from? Sorry.
Which row?
You quote the number of rows affected.
Yeah, this is it. At the bottom, 18484.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Can I see my cursor?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So
So,
this is a very good data to build Power BI dashboard. I'm saying good Power BI dashboard now and sell yourself on LinkedIn and post the Power BI. So you can say Control V. Can you see? I've been able, so let me expand it very well. So I've been able to bring in this kind of whatever. Can you see?
mm,
So this is a good data because it has a lot of information. So you can check it, but this is currency. So you can change. It's general now, yeah. So you can change to currency, right? To make it. Then this one too is to be in currency. So you can just do something. You can do format painter.
oh,
I can just drop it on this. So to turn it to currency also. So you can now take this one. You can do your pivot table if you want. Insert pivot table from table range, then make it a new worksheet. Then you can do whatever you want to do. Drag whatever you can drag revenue to values. You can drag age group to rows. Then you can quickly say, okay, let's see, quickly insert a recommended chart. So you can quickly do this one, histogram, and say, okay. Then you can see the distribution of revenue from adult, elder, younger. So you can do all of that, but I'm not doing, so yeah, any question? I'll take it to Power BI. This is the end of the class. It's very tempted. So let me save it. Why are you breathing, taking a deep breath?
sorry, I didn't realize my mute was on.
If you work in with health data, you may not need. Of course, you still write complex query, but you won't be dealing with profit, revenue. But yeah, the same query concept applies to all.
So you're thinking the health sector would be much easier than this
No, it's not
product?
easier. It's not easy.
Okay.
It's not easy. Any
So,
question?
Kola,
Yeah.
yes, your place of work. Is it possible that I use only SQL?
It's
Or you
only,
have to go Excel?
it's only what?
SQL.
That what?
Excel.
I don't understand your question, please.
I say you don't use only this. You know, at times as a data analyst, is this the only thing you master, or you have to combine with Excel or something? I just want to know.
Excel is, should we, I think we should stop recording because we have stopped coaching now. So, okay, let me still record anyway. Excel is a normal, I would say, either you're a data analyst or a business analyst or a cloud engineer or a PMO or a Scrum Master, or you should know Excel. It beats, not some people are business analysts and they know Excel like something else. So Excel, of course, there are some advanced stuff to do dashboarding in Excel. One may not know that if you're not a data analyst, but yeah, there's no it is when anything you have the access to master. For example, you want to do whatever in your company, and you know use Power BI before, and you said for us to do this project that is coming up in the next 6 months, we all need to know how to use Power BI, and your business area has never used Power BI before. Want to go and learn it? Hello.
Very true.
So
Yes.
in fact, if they said it's a Python that they need to use, and everybody should must know how to use basics of Python, want to go and learn it? You go and learn it.
That's why we are here.
So exactly. So you pick up skill as you go in your journey, as you move up in your journey. Some people, as a data person, data is wide. They all their life they've been using only SQL. Some they call them business intelligence analysts. They've been using BI and SQL. Some there's only Excel that they've been using in their life. So, but everybody must use Excel one way or the other. It's not only data that you do your PMO, your your gathering of requirements, whatever use case requirement, Scrum Master, all this all the code that used to do documentation, Confluence. If you are a Scrum Master person, you do Jira, you create tasks in Jira, issue, monitor tasks, right? So you pick up skills basically, but SQL, Power BI, and Excel. Then if you have the strength, you can add Python to it. All this, they are thing. I won't say must. It is a necessary thing. It's like putting salt in your food. Stuff
Thank
like
you.
yeah.
I was gonna say, so just now that you mentioned Python,
Okay.
for a data analyst, would that be a must or just something you can add on? To land a job as a data analyst, must you know Python?
Some people know only Excel and they land a job.
Bravo.
So some people know only SQL and they had a job. There are some jobs that they'll put there. We need an Excel guru. And they'll put title data analyst. They'll put in bracket Excel. If you don't know Excel, don't bother apply. Do you understand? So it depends on the organization. It depends what they are doing at a particular time. Any skill you have opportunity to pick up at a particular time, pick it up.
Pick it up. Thank you.
Of course, but as a data analyst, you can't say a data analyst you don't know SQL. I've seen many that don't know SQL as a data analyst, but that is not a good one, to be honest, because what do you do there?
Okay, so another one is MySQL and SQL. If I know SQL very well, do I need to know my SQL too?